most people this morning, at least in the United States. Depending on where you're watching, hello, how are you? It is Saturday morning, and if you guys notice, I'm at home. So, we were able to start the treatment at home, and so we don't have to go to the hospital anymore. My daughter seems to be tolerating the home treatment well. Um, A plus plus plus. Hey, Miss Paula, I'm at home this morning, ma'am. We're not at the hospital. I meant to get on here yesterday and tell y'all that this was a different type of Friday because Fridays I'm normally getting up and we're normally rushing and like not necessarily rushing because we be prepared the night before, but it just still feels like we gotta go, 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 get her in because the purpose of it was to get her in, not only just to get her in early in the morning, but to also get the treatment started because it could take up to 3 hours for them to start the treatment. We can be there and it could take like 3 hours for them to even start it, which prolongs our start time, which will also prolong our finish time. And so um we were trying to get there early so that we can get out earlier on Sundays so that my daughter can have, some time at home on the weekends to relax and rest and rejuvenate and stuff before having to go to school on Monday morning. Now that wouldn't be a factor because she's out of school. But the other part of it is I would be rushing trying to make sure that, she's settled and situated before I had to leave her to go to work. Because, I started working on Fridays. And so I didn't ever want to leave her before she was situated, meaning before she had got, her gown, before we got in the room and got everything set up, before they got the IV in, and before the medicine had started. So I never wanted to leave her before that happened. But sometimes it was like, come on, y'all, like, dang. And nothing against the hospital. It was just a process. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't, the medicine was specifically made for her. So they can't make it ahead of time. It's not something they can just pull off the shelf. So I get that. Um, and so anyway, that was a process. And then at the end, they have to do this thing called fleshing. Well, they have to flesh, I guess, like flush all the medicine through and all the other nonsense, whatever. And that takes an additional hour and a half at the end of it all. So it was just a time. But thankfully, so far, we've only done it for 2 days now. But thankfully, so far, the treatments have gone well, and my daughter has tolerated them well, and we're home. Yay. So we get the weekend off. Honestly, we won't have to do anything this weekend because now that we're home, she don't get the treatments on the weekend. She get them during the week. And and so now we're off doing a break. And I have plans. I have plans on the weekend. I haven't had plans on the weekend for like since February. I haven't seen Dove on the weekend, like for real, since February. So it's like, we're all kind of getting our lives back to a degree. I want to say this too. I hope that anybody who sees this does not take it the wrong way. Like I'm frustrated and tired of being a mom, and I'm tired of taking care of my daughter, and I'm tired of, giving her the treatment. And I'm tired of going to the hospital because I'm sick of it, sick of it, sick of it. Okay, it's not the case. If there was no other alternative, we would still be going to the hospital because I love my child, and I will do what it takes to take care of my child. Hence, why we've been going to the hospital for 3 months. Um, Let me see, February, March, April. Yeah, for almost 4 months. Well, no, it was 3 months. So for 3 months, that's why we've been going to the hospital for 3 months. But along the way, we were discussing if we were going to bring it home. Of course, we had apprehensions, concerns, worries, fears, all those things. Everything's new. She's never taken this medicine. How will she react? Like, if we give it to her at home, she has a reaction. What do we do? Like, the hospital is not super close, but it's not super far. But in an emergency, minutes, seconds count. And so I'm like, no, I don't feel comfortable with that. I want to know that, it's not going to mess with her blood pressure or her heart rate or her, she's not going to have a reaction and things like that. So the hospital was just the best option initially. They had already mentioned the self home option at the beginning, but I wasn't like, let's just do it at home. This is the first time we've taken this medicine. This is the first time we've done anything. I've never administered medicine to anyone like that. I've administered pills to someone. Um, no, I used to take care of my grandmother or help take care of my grandmother when I was a child, but like that's not the same thing. I wasn't giving her shots and stuff, and I wasn't sticking her with anything. I made sure she took her medicine, and I learned how to use a lift. That's it. So, you know, not the same. So I was like, yes, scary, Miss Paula. So I was like, no, we'll go to it. Plus, it was severe. Her condition was severe, and we needed to do something right away. And I didn't want to go through the learning curve of trying to do stuff at home when they could do it straight at the hospital like that. So we went to the hospital, and we've been in talks about bringing it home. Now, I had all these questions. We had all these concerns, and I wanted everything answered. I wanted to understand, and I wanted to know as much as possible before we made this transition. Also, though, it was getting taxing. That's just real. I don't, I don't think there's anything wrong with people, parents, caregivers, whatever, being real about a situation. It can be taxing when you're taking care of someone, whether it's you, yourself, whether it's yourself, your children, grandchildren, grandparents, whatever it is, it can be taxing. Like, we're people, we're humans, okay? Even my daughter was getting tired, you know what I'm saying? And it's for her. So this isn't like a what was me type thing. Just my disclaimer. But anyway, guys, so we're home. But the treatments went so well. We had hiccups, a little bit. Nothing super major. Um, but we did have some hiccups. So I just wanna I haven't asked my daughter yet. But I also wanted to get comfortable with it before we start showing. It can be exhausting, Miss Paula. I don't think there's anything wrong with people being honest. I feel like people don't want honesty. They want you to say, "Oh yeah, I love it. I love this whole process. I love every weekend packing up and going to the hospital, being away from home, and not being able to do anything or take care of anything or see the outside or just chill or sleep in my bed or rest or whatever." And you guys also know that I'm looking for work, and like it was hindering me being able to look for work, like for real, or to gig as much because I'm at the hospital and I don't want to leave her all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, because even at the hospital, things can happen. The thing is, you're just here. So it's like it doesn't eliminate things happening. So anyway, just being real, you guys. This channel is all about reality. Okay. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for watching. If you're watching this replay, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I will do what I can to answer everything that I can, and we would love to have you here. Also, while you're here, thank you guys for being here. I have 4 people in the room right now, and you guys have liked the live. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. Now, this is all the stuff. Not all of it. We've used some of it, but this is the stuff that we received for her. That's the sharps container. That's a secondary machine. I'll show y'all the other one. This is the medicine here in this like dark bag here, and these are the supplies here. And then these are the instructions and directions for the machine. And I put it in this like little bag. It's like laminated or whatever. Well, it's not laminated, but it's like it's laminated. So that I can have the instructions, and that way, if anything spills or anything, and don't get messed up. That's my idea. I thought it was pretty cool. So, hold on, does it say anything on there? Okay, I don't want to show the front. And then we got some more supplies and stuff right here. So, hey Jamal, how are you? Thank you for being here. Yes, so it's a lot, you guys. It's still a lot. So we had 2 hiccups. The first day the nurse was here, because I told them I didn't feel comfortable doing this the first time with nobody here. I wanted support. So they can't do it for you, which I didn't want them to do because I needed to do it by myself anyway. But I needed support. So they had a nurse here. Oh my eye water. They had a nurse here. Um, to support us along the way. She was very helpful. Very helpful. I was so nervous. Nervous, so nervous. In fact, I was like sweating bullets. Like, so nervous. I just don't want to mess nothing up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how I would have been as a nurse. Like, what? If I can't even, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what? Things happen for a reason. Maybe I wasn't meant to be a nurse for real. Because I don't know how, I don't know. When it came down to like giving somebody a shot, I'd have been freaking out. Because I can't even do it to my own child. Like, so, I don't know. But, who knows what life has in store. things could change for me down the line. But mm, and they make good money. They make good money. That was really not the real reason why I wanted to do it. My main reason for wanting to do it is because I love people and I love helping people, and I've always been like a person who is really helpful in that way. Like I used to always, when somebody was hurt, I used to be like, "Oh, come here, I got you." I used to like, bandage up my family members and stuff, and I take good care of them, clean their wounds, and like all this stuff. And so I was like, I want to be a doctor. Then of course I had children early, and I was like, okay, maybe I don't want to be a doctor because I would. It's gonna number one take me forever to be a doctor, and I have kids now, and so don't have time for that. But I'll be a nurse. Nurses do mostly everything anyway. So I was like, oh, I'll be a nurse or whatever. And then, more life happened, and then when I finally went to school to try to be a nurse, more life happened, and it just didn't work. So then I tried to take a class. Microbiology at the time was super difficult for me, and I couldn't pass that class. So, you know. hmm Anyway, now we're here. So, and I just took y'all all around the world in 30 seconds. Like, that was crazy. But anyway, so this is the machine. We get two machines. That way, we always have one. That way, we always have one charging and one ready just in case one is dead or whatever, just so we can rotate. Because we'll be starting Monday, we'll be doing it every day for 5 days. And so, honestly, I can charge this one and always have it charged. Like, after we finish, I can charge it. So, I mean, I like having the second one, but I really, at the time, I was like, oh, that's nice. That way we could trade on and off. But honestly, it doesn't seem like it's necessary because when we're done, I just charge it. I don't know. Anyway, I still like to have the second one as a backup because say something malfunctions with this one, then we have the other one. So this is the machine. This is the charger. Um, this is the portion of the machine that I have to put all the tubing and stuff through. So yeah, you guys, interesting learning curve, but it's cool. So the first day our hiccup was at the end. It kept saying there was an occlusion, and if anybody who's had an IV knows what an occlusion is, it basically just means, and I'm using layman's terms, not like official terms. I'm just speaking about like what it means. So what it means is, um, like there's a kink in the line, or there's something preventing the fluid from getting through the line smoothly. And so it did that twice, and it was like right towards the end, and I was just like, what is going on? Like, why is it doing that? And the bag really gets dry, but it was still fluid in the line, so we was able to clear that, and then it went through. Cool. The next day, excuse me, the next day, also the first day, we didn't have any kinks because the nurse was here, so she was helping me go through everything, telling me calm down, I'm doing everything right, everything's fine, blah blah blah, working through some kinks about how to set it up and do this and that, whatever. Um, I think I'm gonna also change how we do things. I think I'm gonna use this table and have this closer to my daughter so that, just, trying to streamline the process. Anyway, so that happened. And then the next day, the needle didn't want to go in. And I was like, I don't want to drive her. And my daughter was hurt a little bit. She was like, yeah, it hurt. And I was like, a lot or a little? She was like, just a little bit, but it hurts. So we stopped. And then we was able to do it again, and I figured out a way to make it go through smooth with no issues. So that was a little bit of a hiccup. My daughter got nervous. I got nervous because she was like, "Now I'm really nervous because it hurt this time and it didn't hurt the day before." So the second time we was able to do it and it didn't hurt her. So I figured out how to get through those kinks and stuff. And I told her that I was like, breathe. She also has this toy that she uses to squeeze to like, make her feel comfortable and stuff. So we let her use that, and then yeah, we was able to get it through, and then nothing else happened. The machine didn't beep or anything or go off weird yesterday. Everything ended smoothly, and so we're good. So I think we knocked out some kinks. I figured out another process and how to set up stuff and everything, and then we just put the machine and all the tubing and stuff in this bag, and she gets to walk around with it. like nothing. Like, so, yeah. So she gets to walk around the house with this little bag on. Sorry, y'all. She gets to walk around the house with this little bag on, and that's how she moves around. Um, yeah. And then for 8 hours, she gets her treatment, and she can do whatever. We've gone to the store, and she did okay. We rode in the car. She did okay. Let me see what else. She's gone to sleep, and she did okay. Like, so once we for sure get everything down and any kinks out the way, I think I'm gonna do a video, like not an instructional video, but just like a home video about like how to do everything. Because like I said, when we first did this and we first started this process and started looking stuff up, we found one video, and it was so hard to find that one video just to kind of get an idea of what they were talking about with the it's called subcutaneous infusion. And so it was really, really hard. I couldn't find nothing. So I want to try to be a support to those that may have to go through this, because I know we're not the only family ever done it, who's ever done it, and we're not going to be the last family ever needing to do it. So I think it would just be helpful. So I'm considering putting a video out once we get things together. And of course, with my daughter's approval. So, yeah, this is an infusion pump right here that we use, and it comes preset. You don't have to do anything but just start it, because the machines are designed for the patient. So everything's already preset and everything. The everything's already done. So I think so too, Miss Paula, and that's why I really want to do a video, because I'm like, I was searching and searching and searching and searching, and I'm like, nobody has a video on this. Like, literally, we found one video, and even the people who did it, they did one video. So it was like, I couldn't find any more. Now that doesn't mean that there aren't more, but it really was tough for me to find it. So I'm gonna, if I do it, I'm going to try to think of the keywords that I used when I was trying to find it, like, subcutaneous, infusion, home treatment. Like, those are the types of things I was looking up. And maybe I just wasn't looking up the right words, but those are, to me, like trigger words for that type of video. So, yeah. And I'll try to make more than one so that people have an option, or, they have more than one video to go to. So, I mean, it's just like when my what was it, my heat press. I didn't find any videos for the issue that I was having with the heat press. So when I made my video, people who come across my video are like, "Thank you so much. I could not figure this out. I could not figure this out, and it's in your video, and I appreciate it." Because I was like, "There's no video for this. I wonder if people know this," and so I made a video. So that's one good thing about having a platform, or trying to have a platform, is because you can help people in those ways when you're doing something that was difficult for you, and you're like, that could be difficult for somebody else. Or I know I struggled trying to find something, so trying to fill in those gaps, is really cool. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna show y'all my new toy. We got a new toy. We got a new toy. We got a new toy. There it is. It's an ice machine. We had one before. I don't know if y'all remember, but it broke. So we have a new one. And this one's so much better. Not only because it has the light, but also because it's Nugget ice, or Hospital ice, or Sonic ice, or Chick-fil-A ice. I know they have that ice all over the place now, but Nugget ice is kind of what it's called. But yes, I'm so in love. And dude, look how much we made so far. I love it. Oh my god, I love it. Love it, love it, love it, you guys. We got it Thursday, and we was able to set it up yesterday. So all that ice and what's in here now, no, all that ice is in the actual freezer was made yesterday, and then I'm making some more Right now. Nugget ice. Look y'all, hold on. That's it. Hold on. Look at it. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's so amazing. Let's see if I can grab a piece. Just one. There it is. Oh, I love it. Oh my god. It's so nice. Mm. Me too, Miss Paula. Me too. So good. No, normally just call it crushed ice, but they call it nugget ice. Whatever. Mm. So good, so good, so good. And cause my ice maker, the one that we had been working for like a couple weeks now. At least since April. I know, I believe the last time we made ice was in March. March probably. So about 2 months. It's been down. And yeah, we don't so it's been down. Let me finish my thoughts. Sorry, Miss Paula. So we didn't have an ice maker for like 2 months. So we've had an ice maker for like 2 years now. I believe it's been like 2 years. And it's been a blessing, like a lifesaver. Because I used to go buy bags of ice because I didn't like ice cubes because number one they take up space in the freezer. Then you gotta wait for them to freeze, and then you can only have so many unless you get like 4, 5, or 6 ice cube trays, and I it's annoying. So I stopped using ice trays a long time ago and just go buy bags of ice. But then that will get annoying because then you'll run out and you're like, oh my god, go to the store or whatever to go buy another bag of ice, blah, 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 blah. So I've been talking about wanting an ice maker, and Dove got me one 2 years ago as a gift. And so, love him, love him. And so, yeah, we've had an ice maker for 2 years. And so, whenever you want some ice, it takes about 6 minutes to make. So, from the time you put the water in there and you turn it on, so you like fill it up with water, you turn it on. From the time you turn it on to let's do the whole process. So from the time you put uh, water in the machine, turn it on, and it makes ice is between 6 to 7 minutes. And so, well, let's do 7 to 10, 7 to 10 minutes. So if you know you're gonna want some ice, or you know you're gonna need some ice, go ahead and get it ready. Start the machine and starts making ice, and then you just fill it up as you go. And you can do, it after probably like 10, 15, 20 minutes, you got a whole bucket of ice and you just scoop it. Typically, one scoop is enough. We used to have a bullet ice maker. So that's what that one was called. It was called bullet ice. And so it would be like these little round cubes. And that's what we had. And so it was amazing. Whenever it was like, especially when you have like get togethers or holidays and stuff like that, and you buy all these drinks and none of them are cold, or you didn't want to put everything in the refrigerator because you need to make sure you got room for food, um, or you don't want to get an ice chest. It came in handy. Came in handy. And so, yeah. So then it broke, and I was like, oh my god, I want some ice so bad. And like, say you just bought water and it's hot and you want to drink it cold and you want it right now and you can't, or like, say you just bought some juice and you're really thirsty and you want it right now, you want it cold and you can't. Like, that's so annoying to me. I love my drinks cold. So the ice maker really, really came in handy. And so we've been struggling, not for real, it's a luxury, but we've been suffering with no ice maker for like 2 months. And so we've really been wanting the nugget ice maker, but they're so much more expensive. They do take up space. They really do. Thankfully, though, I mean, we don't have a lot of space in here anyway, so everything's cluttered. We don't have no space. We don't have no counter space or anything, so everything's cluttered. But thankfully, we had an ice maker before, so it basically just replaced the space that we were using for the ice maker. So we didn't even get used to the space that it created when we got rid of the ice maker, because we got rid of it, I think, Sunday, and bought this on When did he buy it? I think he bought it Tuesday, and it came Thursday. So, yay! Again, love Dub, love Dub. But yeah, yeah, they do take up some space, but I, it's worth it for me. And now we have nugget ice. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I need to work out today. I need to, oh yeah, 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 yeah. So we might be going to the store. Okay, Miss Paula, thank you for stopping in. I truly appreciate you. I'm definitely gonna try to support more because we're home now. I'm really gotta be gigging more. I really gotta be gigging more. I need money and stuff like that. But I'm going to, and I'm out of school for right now, so I'm going to be having a little bit more free time. So I'm definitely gonna try to support. Thank you for being here so much. Have a wonderful day, Miss Paula. I gotta do laundry too. Dang. Also, that I would have had to do my laundry. Oh, thank you so much. I will definitely let her know. Thank you so much. I don't know why my shoulder hurts. We're gonna be back on a little later because we gotta go to the store. I think I don't know. It depends on how Doug feels, but we talked about going today or tomorrow because we gotta go get stuff for Memorial Day. Because he's grilling. Yes. So when did he grill last? I think he grilled. What was it? I don't even remember now. It was Sunday he grilled. Cause did we grill for Christmas? I don't even remember now. It was something between here and then that we grilled. What happened between then? Nothing happened in January. Nothing happened in February. Oh, the Valentine's dinner. The Valentine's dinner wasn't grilled. I don't even remember. I feel like it was more recent than it feels, but it probably wasn't. Anyway, sorry y'all. I slept good. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. But anyway, this video has been long and very informative, so hopefully you guys enjoy. But yeah, so we are going to the store today or tomorrow. Because we gotta get stuff for Memorial Day because Deb is going to grill. Um, I think the only thing I'm cooking is macaroni. If we agree to that, because we haven't really talked about what the sides are. I know he wants to do hot dogs and hamburgers on the grill. And we talked about doing grilled corn on the cob just because we saw. I don't know what this mark is. I thought it was from my glasses, but it's not over here, so I have no clue. Maybe Dub is beating me in my sleep. just joking. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. That was not funny. I'm so sorry. But yeah. So we haven't completely decided, but we talked about grilling the corn because of a recipe we saw the other day about grilled corn. So we might put corn on the grill. If we do that, the only other side that I could think of that we would cook is macaroni. I mean, Dub's not gonna be mad. He loves macaroni. Him and my daughter love macaroni, so anytime we can do macaroni. And I'm gonna restart my hair, you guys. I've had because I haven't been working, I haven't been able to do my hair. So please, guys, don't talk about me. Don't judge me. I have other priorities besides my hair. But I haven't been able to get it done, so it looks really bad, and I've had some locks fall out. And so, I think I'm just gonna start over. But I'm really sad because look at my length. It's been 3 years, and I'm finally like getting length and stuff, and I can shake it, shake it, shake it, girl, shake it, shake it, shake it, girl, shake it. But I think I'm gonna start over because it's not healthy. It's not healthy. So, anyway, there's that, and I'm very vulnerable about it. It's only been 3 years. 3 years is a long time, but at the same time, it's not like 15. So I can, and I know it'll grow back. Now that I know, and I know it'll grow back, and I have a loctician who's amazing, I know I'll be fine. But I really want them better. Look at that. You can see through them. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, what else? I think that's it. Oh yeah, so and Dub is off this week. He took vacation, so we'll probably. I have ideas of things that we can do. I'm looking for work. I had a job interview yesterday. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I'm so like, this is a new world for me. I don't really I've never worked at places where like it matters, like where your resume really matters and where you really got to sell yourself. I've worked at jobs where it's like, you're a number, and so they just need bodies. So it really didn't matter all that much. And now I'm trying to get into the big leagues, and it's like, ooh, it's super intimidating. It's super intimidating. Um, so yeah, I'm nervous. I'm really, really nervous. I'm really, really nervous. And like when you start getting into spaces where appearances really matter, like dress really matters, how you look really matters, um, your outward appearance matters. Y'all know I have this issue here, and so I'm very like, because I'm old, I have so many things against me now that I'm trying to finally get my life together. And it's like, I'm still a really good person. I'm still a really hard worker. I'm still very capable. Um, but I have some hindrances. My age is a hindrance. My appearance is a hindrance. Like, so it's intimidating. And I'm starting to freak out. I'm really, really starting to freak out. Because I'm like, really, what's the point of going to school if this isn't gonna get the job, if they don't get past this? My resume may be like, oh, bring her in. We definitely want to talk to her. And then when I come in, they're like, somebody's resume look just as good, or better, or almost as good. Like they got some work to do, but they look better than her. Like, so I'm I'm saying this like it's not easy to say. It's not really easy to express your vulnerabilities or be transparent about that stuff, about your insecurities and stuff like that. But I gotta be honest, and I'm so nervous. I talked to Dove on the way from the interview, and I told him, I said, I'm really intimidated. And, I didn't tell him about, how I look and stuff like that. And also because I look like I had a stroke. Like, all these things um, are negatives and reasons why people may not hire me. And so I have major obstacles to climb. Now the face thing, I can't do anything about that. Like my face is gonna always look broke. So I mean, there's that. Hopefully people are able to get past that eventually because I can't fix my face. It's broken. It's permanent and it's broken. So, I wonder what other people are doing in this condition. Like, how are they making it in the world? Because I totally feel judged. And I don't see myself how y'all for real see me. Like I've seen myself on video, like how it looks to other people, and I look horrible. I look bad. Like I noticed that my eye don't open all the way. Like this one does. This one is way smaller, and I could be showing y'all stuff that y'all might not pay no attention to. But here we go. So this eye is way smaller when I'm looking at people. My face droops on the side. Um, what side is it? I think this side. It droops. This side of my this part of my mouth doesn't work. So if y'all ever was watching me talk, and y'all see that only my lips really move over here, it don't really move over here. This side of my face doesn't really work when I smile. It doesn't go anywhere. It just kind of sits there. Even as hard as I try, it does nothing. But so, and like I said, these may be things y'all never notice, but I know them all the time, and I try to mask them, and I can't, especially not in person. I can do it with filters and stuff a little bit. YouTube don't have no filters on live though. Oh my god! So I have to come on here raw and bare, and y'all really gotta see me. But on other places, I'm able to put a filter. But yeah, and then we know my mouth issues, and so I have a lot of problems, and it's affecting my ability to make money, and that sucks. Cause we gotta live, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta work. People have to work, and like if I'm not trying to be the face of the company, you know what I'm saying? Like I have skills, I have qualities, I've worked for a very long time. Like I've literally been working for over 30 years. Oh my god. 30 years? Ooh. Not in one place, of course, but and I really don't want to gig. Like my car has over 100,000 miles on it. I don't want to gig forever. It was fun when it was fun, but it really is taxing on your vehicle. I still need an oil change I haven't gotten yet. I know y'all been hearing about that for weeks. I haven't gotten an oil change yet. I need the oil change. I plan on getting it this week though. I do plan on getting it this week. My oil changes are about $100, so I'm gonna make $100. Like I'm going to get the oil change, but it's just anyway, y'all. That ain't what y'all came here for. So, again, if you see this replay, if you happen to make it 35 minutes and 51 seconds, please like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to have you here. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask about anything you see in this video, and I will graciously um, respond. But y'all will be seeing Dub later or tomorrow, depending on when we go to the store or when we're just chilling, because we ain't been chilling on the weekends for a while. But anyway, all right. Love you guys. Have a good one. Talk to y'all later.